What's up, guys? So it is about 66 degrees outside, so it's a perfect day to plant. Okay, so what I'm trying to get planted is some of these bulbs that I got from Walmart. This whole basket is full with bulbs, and so the bed I have available is this one right here. It is behind this one because I'm thinking about saving these two, but if I need to, I will use this one. None of the other beds are filled. I do have one right there that's almost full. My husband's supposed to come out and finish helping me use up the rest of this soil and get some more beds filled. So I'm just gonna start planting and see what I could get planted. I don't know if I'll be able to get all of these planted, but I'll sure try. First thing I think I'm gonna try to get planted are these gladiolas. So I have this one, which is this Prince Margaret Rose, and then I have this gladiolus mix. And I think these gladiolas can take up this whole bed because you plant them only 4 to 6 inches, it says, apart. So I'm going to start laying them out and see what I can do. Okay, so I put a big dent in those bulbs. I ended up planting 4 gladiolas. I don't even know how you say that, but planted that one too. I planted a bunch of lilies, like I planted 4 what is this, just regular lilies, and then I ended up planting 2 daylilies. So I don't know how much bags that was, but I ended up leaving. I'll turn you around so you can see there were a couple that had green sprouts already hanging out, and so I left the greenage above the soil, but everything else is buried. And all of these, besides the last 2 lilies I planted, those said 18 to 24 inches spacing, but all the rest of them was like 3 to 6, 4 to 6. So I was able to put a bunch of them. So this whole bed right here is completely done. So I still have this whole container right here, which has dahlias and I think more lilies. And so I think I'm gonna move on to maybe this bed in front of me and keep going. What I've been trying to do is space out my flowers and vegetables, because I don't want to just have like one whole section of just like, vegetables, or one whole section of flowers. I want to have a diversity, and so I'm trying to strategically place them so that I have flowers throughout and vegetables throughout. I might even move over to this bed over here that my girls finished putting soil in, just so that all the flowers aren't just like up towards the front of the garden. Let me turn you around. Right now we have this bed with flowers, and then that bed over there has the snapdragons, but then that what is this? This log-sided bed has brassicas, and then I have another one that has brassicas and carrots and root vegetables back there, beets. I did see sprouts. And then I have this middle bed that I planted snapdragons, onions, garlic, and then there's lilies up there. And then this one up front has echinaceas, it has lilies, and something else that I can't remember right now. But then it has garlic and ranunculus, and then more garlic. So I'm trying to keep the spacing, I'm trying to space it out correctly so that I don't just have like a whole section of flowers. So that I know, like year after year, since most of these are perennials, they'll keep coming back, that this section will always have flowers, or this section will always have, flowers. But I want them to be spaced out, if that makes sense. I actually forgot that I have bone meal that I've been putting down with my flower bulbs and like garlic and onions and stuff like that, because it helps with root development, and I forgot to put it in that bed. So I'm gonna go in the house and get it, and just sprinkle it on top and mix it in. But then my next bed, I will put it down first and then mix it in. This bed over here, I just sprinkled the bone meal on top, and I'll go back and rake it in. So when we water it, because it's not going to rain for like a week, it can get mixed in. So I have this container here, and I'm thinking about if I could plant all my dahlias. I don't know how many I have, but I'm just going to pull out all the dahlias and see the spacing that it needs. And if I could plant all my dahlias in this, this is a 3x6 bed, then that would be awesome. I also have some peonies, and if I have more spacing, I'm thinking about planting them with the dahlias. The peonies look like they're going to be shorter than the dahlias, because this one says 32 to 36 for the peonies. All of them say that, whereas this dahlia says 30 to 48. And do they all say that? This says 36 to 48. Yeah, so these are about to get, this one says 3 to, so yeah, about 3 to 4 feet for the dahlias, and for the peonies it's only about 2.5 to 3 feet. So the sun right now, if I plant the dahlias in the back of this bed, or I guess the front, if I'm looking at it this way, they would shade out the peonies. So I'm thinking about planting the dahlias towards the front. So this is just the snap-on clips that I had from the PVC pipes, and these are 4 inches. So I've been using this. I used this for the spacing in the other bed since it was 4 to 6 inches, and I'm going to use this since the dahlias say 12 to 16 inches. I'm going to plant them at 12 inches. So I'm going to put one down and then do this 3 times to make up 12 inches. But so I only have 3 bags of liatris left, and I think 5 peonies. I'm not sure where I want to plant these peonies yet. The clematis, I was thinking about planting maybe at this, along this gate right here, or I'm thinking about when we fill one of those beds, like maybe fill that bed and plant the clematis at the back so that it can climb up that gate. I haven't decided what I want to do with the peonies or the clematis yet. Well, I'm kind of decided on the clematis, but definitely haven't decided on the peonies. So I'm going to go ahead and bring those inside with me. But I'm going to leave out the hollyhocks, the daylilies, the bleeding heart, and the liatris, because I'm definitely going to get those planted. And I feel so much better. Look how much different this container looks. Like, it only has 8 packages left. I had about 8 packages in here. I have maybe about 8 packages in that bed, and then I'll get these planted. So that's a good day's work. Okay, so I'm going to use this back. It's the last bed that we have back here, and my husband already put one wheelbarrow full of soil, and I think I'm going to go ahead and put the bulbs in and then have him fill instead of me digging. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so if you saw, I had my husband put one wheelbarrow full of the soil in there, and then I went ahead and just planted the hollyhocks and the clematis and the liatris in the bed, and then we put another wheelbarrow on top, or 2 so far, to cover them so that I didn't have to dig. I have a little garden helper here who's raking out the bed, helping. Nail, you want to say hi? Hi. Yes, so I have this bed. We're going to do one more wheelbarrow full of compost and soil mixture in here, and then this will be finished. So I was able to get all of the bags of bulbs that I had, and I'm so happy about that. I am going to get ready to leave because I have to bring my son to baseball practice. I'm going to try to get this video uploaded today, and today's Thursday, so if you're seeing this on Thursday, happy Thursday. And I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Bye.